G'day. Today I'm taking 3 flights on 2 different airlines, visiting 4 airports and taking you with me to 3 amazing lounges. I'm kicking things off here at the King Abdul Aziz Airport in Jeddah, and as you can see is palatial. These are 3-story ceilings and mimics the architecture in the centre of the old part of Jeddah. And like a lot of the Middle Eastern airport lounges I visit, there's hardly anybody in here. It's joyful. But before I show you the food and drinks, know that there's also a transit airport hotel linked to this lounge, and there are 3 different room types on offer. Of the 120 rooms in this property, there are 6 junior suites, and look at the size of the bathroom. There are around 70 of these superior rooms, and sitting in the middle are the deluxe rooms with 20 odd in the property. And what about the views from these rooms? Well, that's the drawback. There are none. Now, food-wise, there's a number of hot dishes. I had a quick selection of all of them. Chicken was probably the standout. The pasta and the rice were both good. And this is a chicken samosa. That is good. I would love it if they had some sweet chili sauce as well. There are plenty of other options up there for you. Drink-wise, lots of soft drinks, but of course no alcohol because Saudi is a dry country. Completely dry. And you won't be served alcohol on flights going to and from Saudi Arabia. Oh, and 2 things you might not like. Only plastic cutlery and no Coke, just Pepsi. But one thing's for sure, the staff in that lounge were exceptional. From all over Asia, good blend, and just a joy to be around. Now, it's off to Bahrain on a Gulf Air flight, the first of the 3 flights today. And for a flight just over 2 hours, this aircraft is remarkable. It has lie-flat seats in business class.
You have a nice flight. Masalam.
This is my 3rd flight in less than a month in this same cabin, and the next flight is also in the same cabin. It's 222, very comfortable, but as I've said before in this cabin, not a great deal of storage space. This flight is under 2 hours, so we had a quick meal, a nice lasagna, 6.8 out of 10 was vegetarian, and I'm not sure what this yellow dessert was. Interesting. Now we're bumpily descending into, where? Bahrain, where I've got 5 hours on the ground, I think. That's the first of the 3 flights down, and it appears there if you're not getting a wheelchair, you're probably in the minority. Now it's off to one of the nicest lounges that I visit. Now the lounge behind me is the Pearl Lounge, and it's a better lounge than Gulf Air's, but I, flying Gulf, can't enter that, and it's not a priority pass lounge, so we're going to go over here. Now, while there was no alcohol available at all in the last country, Saudi, here in Bahrain you can get it duty-free. Not a big selection of it, but to give you an idea, $28 will get you a litre of Johnny Walker Red Label. One thing's for sure, this is spacious, not as big as the last lounge in Jeddah, obviously. Doesn't have 3-story high ceilings, but it does have a bar with a reasonable selection of drinks. This area over here used to be a golf driving range, but it was never very good, and the golf clubs always had ratty grips. The food on offer is not as good as what I'm going to get in the next lounge, but still you'd be happy with it. And I've got several hours here, and I quite like the feel of it. It's a bit more upbeat than the last lounge. A lot more people in here, that's for sure. I like the design elements of it, and you can actually see down below and out onto the aprons, so you can see aircraft coming and going. A bit trickier at night. One of the great things about lounges is the access to food and beverages, and it's unlimited, which can be my downfall because I've had 4 grueling days at the Jeddah Grand Prix, and I tend to look at this as some sort of reward for that hard work. And yeah, I'll admit I've perhaps gone overboard with these things that you get in Qantas in first class. But on the airlines, the normal serving size is about 10 of these, not 60. Well, for the last 20 minutes, I've been in contact with the Aerotel Lounge because I left the battery charger there. They've been of little help, and I need to thank James Towers, this man, because he actually went into the lounge, went to the exact point that I described to somebody else who worked in the lounge, and found the battery charger, so it'll be reunited with me in Miami. Well, I'm on another 787-900. I'm in the exact same seat, 1A. This aircraft is about 2 years newer than the last one. And I won't be telling you anything about today's meal because I'm not having one. I ate so much in that lounge and on the flight before and in the lounge before that I thought, no, I'll just go easy, go straight to sleep. I've had 1 sleeping tablet and I expect to get 6 hours sleep on a 7-hour flight. We are 20 minutes away from landing and I had 4.5 hours sleep, which was welcome. I watched a movie, A Star is Born, excellent. Lady Gaga and Bradley from The Hangover. Now, if you're intending to bring your own headphones to listen to the audio from the in-flight entertainment system, forget it, because this is the plug that they have for their headphones. It's a bizarro thing. Your headphones aren't going to fit into that plug, as mine did. But anyway, now to work out what the hell I'm going to do, because I've got some 7 hours on the ground in Singapore. I could head outside. That's a pain in the bum. I think I'll probably just have a massage in one of the health spas, then spend some time in the Qantas First Lounge. I've arrived into Terminal 3, but the next flight's out of Terminal 1, so there is a short train ride. One great thing about Singapore Airport is that when you get off your flight, you go straight into general population, whereas a lot of airports, you go into an arrivals area, and then to get out of arrivals, you might have to go through immigration and come back up, but not here. So I can go and spend 3 hours in the Qantas Lounge if I want, then clear immigration, go out to the city, then come back and go and do the same thing. But Qantas's business lounge is back that way. We don't want that one. We're going up here to their flagship lounge here, and that's the First Lounge. One drawback, doesn't open till 3 p.m. and it's now about 1. Let's go and find a massage. Just had an hour-long massage for $97 US. Fell asleep for half of it, but magnificent. This is very nice. Hello. One massage and a shower later, feeling $1 million. Now let's have something to eat. I'm very happy to be back here. It is a lovely lounge. Look, it's not up there with Sydney, but I think it's on a par with Melbourne in terms of Qantas lounges anyway. I love it. They have a fully working kitchen here and you can order off. This big menu. And there's plenty of choice. And given I had nothing to eat on that 8-hour flight, and I've been here for 2 hours and had nothing here, I have now probably an opportunity to fill up again. As I mentioned earlier, one of my vices on the way back home after a grueling triple header. I also love the fact here that I'm been greeted by some people who remember me from previous visits. In any restaurant or establishment, it's nice to be known when you come in. And that's something that doesn't happen with many overseas lounges because I'm there less often. What you're looking at here are the prawn dumplings. Well, actually they're wontons, but they're not crispy wontons. Mildly spicy, got a bit of black vinegar in it, but very tasty. And served quickly too, probably 8 minutes from ordering. Now here's something I don't get at other lounges, a cocktail made especially for me without asking. This is Daphne, who was a standout in this lounge. She said, "Oh, this is a whiskey sour, but maybe a Southern Comfort." I've no idea what to expect. Appreciate the effort. I don't like the drink. Maybe I was wrong, hang on. No, that's not me, but doesn't it look beautiful? Well, fellow YouTubers, I've finished my meal. Well, the savoury section of it. The wontons, 7.2 out of 10. The pasta, 8.1 out of 10. And exactly the same for the club sandwich. But I do have a 10 out of 10 to award here. It's for the service. Now I know that some of you will say, yes, but you come here a lot, and that is fair. Some of these people know me. But it's warmth, and it's professionalism, it's speed. It's beautiful. This is what I want. This is the gold standard for me for service. And if you'd been here the same number of times as I had, I think you would be on the receiving end of that service as well. Well, I spent the best part of 4 hours in this lounge and thoroughly enjoyed myself. I've eaten everything, drunk a fair bit, and enjoyed the hospitality of the QF staff. QF is Qantas. So which lounge do I rate the best? Well, I'm not going to say what I think is the best lounge. I'm going to say what I'd like to take out of each of the lounges. Out of the Jeddah lounge, I'd like the space, I'd like the serenity of it, the decor. And out of this lounge, the Qantas lounge, I go for the staff because I know a lot of them, so that's a plus. The kitchen up here, it's exceptional, and the fact that you can get a drink. And what did I pick out of the Bahrain Lounge? The pizzas that were on offer. Now, I have to go and catch my final flight. I won't show you that. You don't need to see it. It's a QF flight. I've done lots of them. But I will ask a favour of you, and I know it's a big ask. For those of you unsubscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. Look at these people here. They're very happy subscribers. So too will you be. Or at the very least, could you please hit the like button? And right here, you'll find the links to all of my other sites. Having said that, I'll say thanks for watching and stay passionate. And something